Hey guys, it's Angel. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're taking a look at the Skyward Simulation's Diamond DA-50. Now, Diamond being, of course, based in Austria, we're flying here from St. Johann. And it's going to be a fun little trip today. We're looking around. We're not going to go anywhere particular, but we are going to take a look at this aircraft. This is $15, which is a very cheap, reasonable price for an aircraft, especially one of the Diamond types. Now, I will state this ahead of time. I could be stupid. However, I have not found a manual yet. It doesn't need one, but I haven't found one. I looked on the website, in the files. Again, I could be stupid. It is more than plausible. I didn't see it. So we'll just close the checklist for the time being. I'll pop one of these for the time being while we do this, and I'll just switch all these off so we are cold and dark. And we'll have a look outside. So, liveries. It has liveries. It's a good start, right? Accurate 3D model, true to life, definition textures, which is true to life, weird wording. Custom coded systems including ECU and TKS. We have ground idle function simulated. Ignore the ugly creature in the pilot seat. Working title Garmin G1000 NXI integration, which is good. It's actually very beautifully modelled landing gear. I know I look at it a lot, but it's often an overlooked aspect of aircraft, especially the gear wells and the actual gear itself. Usually gets less attention than the sexy aeroplanes, so to me it's a marker of attention paid by a developer. I mean, the well is not the end of the world, but, you know, it's a thing. I'm not sure if that's a crack in the polygons there. If you can see what I mean. Like here. To there. I'm pretty sure that's a tear. In fact, there's another one there as well. Probably caused by cutting the cowl flaps. When you cut this shapes like this into a surface, you use a Boolean cut typically in the model making process. And it can basically tear polygons connecting other cuts and other areas around it. So that's often something that you have to be very much aware of when you're doing things like that with the model. I mean, looking this close to the texture, there's some pixelation, but not the end of the world. You expect it at that sort of distance. At only reasonable distance like this. Basically invisible. Okay, the line looks a little bit MS Paint drawn. I'll give it that. Okay, it looks quite a bit MS Paint drawn. It's definitely drawn with a free tool. On second inspection, yeah, this is... I mean, it's wavy. It's different thicknesses. I'm not sure if that's the model warping it or if that's just the... Interesting. Again, kind of different thicknesses here. I like the fact you got different kind of textures and surfaces, like the shiny, the not so shiny, different specularities, but it's a little rough on the livery, at least. Modelling is good, though. Modelling is excellent. Texturing is not fantastic on the outside. The inside, however, the texturing is stunning. Really, really nice. I have absolutely no qualms with any of this. Very well textured. Captain Whiskers is having a great time. Don't pay attention to that creature. Looks jolly nice. Okay, let's look back inside. Now, as we pop back in here, we talk about the hand-painted liveries. Yes, that's a weird choice of word, hand-painted liveries. I'm not sure if that was intended. Immersive custom sounds by Boris Audio Works. And, of course, the real aircraft, we usually talk about that, of course, as we'll go through our checklists whilst we do that. The real aircraft is a 5-seat single-engine composite aircraft designed by Diamond Aircraft Industries, first shown in 2006, first flew 2007. The aircraft is proposed to be powered by several different engines, and it was certified with the Continental CD300 diesel. Specifications-wise, to normal. Average trim is neutral, cowl flaps to closed. That is down here. Little hard to reach when the throttle's in place. So, speed of 181 knots max, with stall speed of 57 knots, range of 750 nautical miles with a 30-minute reserve. Service ceiling 20,000 feet. And it's powered in this model as well by the Continental CD300, turbocharged, FADEC-controlled, jet fuel-powered engine, 300 horsepower, 3-blade MT propeller. So, reasonable performance. You can get this on Contrail and on Orbex and their own website, which does integrate with Contrail, by the way, if you use that. Power lever is idle. Caps closed, parking brake is set, that is here. Lift up, gear is set down. Make sure that it's set to down. Pitot heater is checked to be off. That's my controls conflicting there. There we go. Okay, and electrical master is off. Essential bus is off. Aux pumps are off. That is off there. I think everything is basically off as it needs to be. Electrical master. Let's turn that on. Okay. Control stick is free correct travel. So we have free correct travel with controls. All good. Flaps set functional. Let's see if those are working. Flaps are functional. Excellent and excellent and excellent. Stall warning. Horn test. I know it's on here somewhere. Let's make sure we just hit that. So of course these are our alternators and the fadeout controls up here. Pretty sure the stall horn is a stall heat, sorry. Or pretend we've done that. You know, we'll just pretend it's fine. It's not going to really stall. It will stall. It will stall. Will stall. Everything else seems to be okay. So we'll skip through to here. Strobe lights on. Now, which one of my controls is this one relating to? There we go. Strobes on. Glow indication, which off. But we do need to basically turn on our engine master. I don't see a glow indication either, so we'll go with that. Warnings, yes, thank you, warnings. And it's simple as normally hitting the start button. Now you will have to, even though you don't have a condition lever, in the sim you'll have to at least cycle yours to make sure it actually has set itself. So we'll set that to cracked, and we'll set our start button, which is down here. Okay, we have power. Looking for RPMs, looking for avionics masters. Alternators are on, avionics are on. Everything else is coming up. FMS setup is completed. Autopilot is checked. That is off and over there. Taxi brakes, aux fuel pumps are off. They didn't tell me to turn it on, to be fair. I may have missed that page. We'll just check. Yep, we did miss it. There's a fuel transfer pumps off. Pumps off. Didn't say to turn it on. Okay, we didn't need it on, so we are okay there. Okay, we're going to take it for a quick little run around. That's our multi-gear extension there. Little thing, but you can close the armrest. Not the end of the world, but I do like this. No visual indication that it's on, but if you click the general area of the actual headphones, you can deaden the noise, which is a nice little side feature. Now, I didn't check the rear passenger door opening. It does, in fact, open. So that's a plus there, I suppose. My main criticism with Diamond aircraft, not this particular aircraft itself, is that you can't see a damn thing. I hate it. You cannot see a single thing. This huge pillar is just right in your face. And as I turn my head on for our test, we are operational. Now, one thing that you'll notice in Flight Sim, when two sets of glass intersect over each other, you get artifacting. Notice when this is out of the way and you only have one, and the reflection from the nav screen there is clear. But when there's two of them, you get a flickering. Unfortunately, for this aircraft, it's right in your eyesight, so it's really annoying. Not their fault, it's a feature of the aircraft having those, but the reflection, perhaps, is not great. Now, these are our exterior sounds for the aircraft. We'll just put our parking brake on. It sounds unique, that's for sure. I'm not sure I know how it should sound, but it does sound quite similar to the DA-62 we got recently, the twin engine. It's got that same diesel... No. VW transporters, I swear to God. It does sound very distinctly different, that diesel sound. Definitely coming through. What's it warning me on here? Store heat is off, heater heat is off. Okay. Don't want to have those on. Stall heat has failed. Interesting. Okay. Main de-ice pumps to normal. Stall heat should come off, maybe? I never read the checklist. Those are for wusses and people who want to fly right and not crash into a mountain. Which, yeah, isn't me. Okay, so we'll watch out for the cattle on the right-hand side of the runway. We'll get ourselves over here. We'll take a quick spin. For 15 euros, I'm not expecting... Dollars, sorry, not euros. For $15, I'm not expecting this to be A2A quality. It isn't. But for $15, I'm expecting Coronado quality. Which is what they've been giving us, to be fair. And texture-wise, interior, Coronado quality. The liveries are a letdown externally, but only in the fact that texturing isn't phenomenal. More in the... Well, that's the thing. The texturing is great. The liveries could be better. They're not that great. Well, this one isn't. The other two I checked out are similar. Nose gear opening and closing last, just like the real one. You'll notice when we put this down, it comes out at the same time. But going back up again, the doors close last. Nice and easy. I hate this windshield. This is the actual Diamond's fault, not this particular developer's. I hate it. It looks stupid. I can't see anything, and it's annoying. But that's the Diamond. That is most Diamonds. This is what they look like when they've got this pillar in front of them. And I hate the look of it, which is why I hate the stock twin Diamond, which is why I love the canopy-equipped one we got recently from Cows. 62, I believe. But this one suffers the same issue of a massive obstruction right in front of you, and I don't like that at all. There isn't a lot of complexity. Like I said, it's for the price we're expecting, or comparing it to Coronado. Interior-wise, in terms of textures, I would say it is on a par. Exterior textures are on a par. The exterior liveries are not. The liveries, to me, are a letdown. But you can do new liveries and it'll be absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. So if you want to fly a Diamond like this, it's definitely an IFR aircraft with the working title 1000, which means you can do a pretty good job of using the functions of the G1000. My biggest criticism is the flickering of the reflections on the glass. I'd probably get rid of the reflections off those. Just as there is no way to fix that issue with MSFS. You'll get that kind of flickering when you have two layers of glass. It happened in FSX. You would get flickering when you had two layers of glass over each other and weird interactions. The same thing's happening here. And not really any way to prevent that, so I remove reflections or disable reflections in those glass materials just for those visors, just to combat that. It won't actually be noticed that it's not working properly. Like, you will not notice a difference. Glare shield looks probably matte, actually. Stitching looks decent. I'm not seeing any major kind of poly issues. It's actually a very high poly model inside. Low on features, not low on quality of what features it does give you. We have differential sound, of course, with the windows open. We have, of course, the headphones. Nice little candy feature there. Oh, I forgot that when you actually throttle all the way back in a Diamond, like this one's doing, it actually kind of flattens out the propeller disc, really acting like a speed brake. So you'll notice that sound change when I throttle all the way back, see? Oh, big speed difference there. Look at that. Whack. Drops right off, yeah. So it actually has that actual real Diamond function. That when you throttle all the way back, the prop turns into a massive air brake. Which is quite neat that it actually models that. We've had our flaps down the whole time. We'll just leave them down here. Not the end of the world. I should have pulled them in, but I really wasn't thinking about that. We'll bring around for a landing. Not a lot to really show you with this aircraft. It does exactly what it says on the tin. The tin doesn't say a lot, but it does what it says well. My biggest criticism, ditch the reflections on the mirror, or the sunshades, which aren't terrible when they're in use. Although, hang on. Yeah, that one seems to be on top all the time. Not really much use of this. It's the one-click positioning type deal, but they are kind of annoying. Okay. A little bit of a... to the side. Let's get off that big brake disc. Okay, we're just losing a little bit more airspeed here. We're aimed pretty good for where we want to be. Let's just give it a little bit more juice. Just to manage that end point of our approach. Quite a long nose for this kind of aircraft, and tiny window, I must say. We should be landing the way because this is this is the actual descending runway heading, so we should be landing in the direction. Not bad at all. Brakes really, really quickly, and we've stopped already. Wow, that was quick. And we could vacate at the taxiway. Nice, no back taxi required. For 15 of your American dollars, I don't think it's a terrible choice. If you like Diamond aircraft, and this is an aircraft that you would buy because you like Diamond aircraft. They're Marmite. You love them or you hate them. I can't stand the pillar, which means I'll never fly this aircraft again. Not because they haven't done a good job. It's a decent job. I just can't stand Diamond aircraft. Well, I fly the Cows one because of the canopy, makes it actually tolerable, but most of them are not. It isn't complicated. There isn't a wealth of systems or failures or persistent states, but it isn't done badly. Thank you, Volkswagen. Thank you. It isn't done badly. I've certainly seen worse renditions of aircraft. It has been made with at least care and attention and knowledge of Diamond aircraft. I've seen far, far worse. Not terrible. I would say if you like Diamond, buy it, definitely. If you don't like Diamonds, you're probably not going to anyway, so that's fine. The livery part makes me head scratch a little bit. That's my one letdown. I think that's a big one. But custom liveries can change that. Texturing otherwise is actually fine. Reflections, fix those with a patch. Good to go. Thanks for watching. Bye.